All right, we check back in now with Mike Eppel over at 680 News for the latest in business and something that could be groundbreaking, literally, when it comes to growing cannabis plants.
Yeah, indeed. Good morning, Tammy. We're reading in the Globe and Mail this morning how the federal government is set to open the door to outdoor pot production. Cannabis being grown in fields instead of in greenhouses, which is currently the way the pot companies have been setting up their operations. Now, the Canada Cannabis Council has been saying, look, if it's grown indoors, you can control it. You can have tight security. You can control the growing conditions. If you grow it outdoors, well, then it is possibly a target for theft or getting onto the black market. And you'd have pesticide coming from other crops grown nearby, for example, drifting onto the cannabis plants themselves. So it could be a risk to users. Now, as from a production standpoint, this could be a game changer because it could lower the cost of production. But what does it mean for the established companies that have seen their stock values skyrocket at the TSX in anticipation that they're going to control this market once it's all legalized come October 17th? U.S. President Donald Trump calling out Harley-Davidson motorcycle on Twitter late last night, saying that Harley-Davidson is waving the white flag in the trade battle after Harley-Davidson announced that it is going to shift some of its U.S. production to lower-cost facilities, maybe to the European Union, after the EU put 31% tariffs on Harley-Davidson motorcycles in basically reciprocity to the tariffs that the Trump administration put on EU steel and aluminum. Trump saying that Harley-Davidson had his back and they should be patient on the trade file. Nevertheless, Harley-Davidson stock yesterday fell 6.5% in what was otherwise just a miserable day on the Monday markets, with markets down across the board. The Dow was down for the 9th time in 10 trading days, tumbling more than 300 points, and the TSX was down over 200. So far this morning, somewhat stable on the morning market outlook, but subject to change. And Melanie, the price for oil also, we're watching that today because it's up because there's a production problem in the oil sands, and that is leading to less production and supply in the energy market just in time for a long weekend. So guess what? That could lead to elevated prices at the gas pumps.
Yeah, no surprise there. All right. Yeah.